Can these 4 seniors over 60 learn to ride e-bikes? Stick around to find out. Hey everyone, I'm Dustin. I have nearly 20 years experience in the bike and e-bike industry. And today we are gonna see if these 4 seniors over the age of 60 can learn to ride an e-bike. Now, none of them have been on an electric bike before, so you are gonna witness firsthand them learning to ride an electric bike and find out if they can actually do it. Now, before we get into it, hit that subscribe button below, stay in touch with us here at 630. Be the first to know about all the new content we're putting out, giveaways we do, and of course, new product releases. Also, all of the e-bikes we're gonna use in this video will be linked in the description below. If you wanna check them out, you can find more information about them on the 630 website. All right, so we've got our 4 riders with us here today. Different heights, different ages, and we're gonna see if we can get them up and riding on an electric bike. So I've brought out 5 different e-bikes here that we offer at 630 with some different setups and geometries, motor sizes. We're gonna take each rider through, kind of figure out which one feels best for them, and then when we can match them to the ideal e-bike, we're gonna instruct them all on how to do it and see how it all pans out. Now, before we get into it, let's meet our riders. So starting down here on the very end, just tell everyone your name and your age and last time you've actually been on a regular bike.
Okay, my name is Phyllis Knopfs. My age is 69, and I ride my bike pretty regularly. I live in a beach area, so I'd say a week ago.
All right, but never been on an e-bike?
Never been on an e-bike.
Okay, and you're from Long Beach, so I'm assuming there's a lot of e-bikes around there?
There are.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are.
Cool. All right, and moving over here.
All right, well, I'm Peter Adams, and I live in West Hollywood, California. I'm 61 years old, and I do have a bicycle, but I just never ride it in the area that I live in. But this will be fun to try a new bike, an e-bike, and I'm looking forward to it.
Any idea last time you've been on a bike?
Oh, golly.
Like more than 10 years?
Ago.
5 years?
5 years ago, yeah.
Okay, all right. All right, cool. Well, we'll see how you like e-bikes today. All right, moving over here. How old are you? Or sorry, what's your name? How old are you?
My name is Oya Croston. I'm 63.
Okay.
And I'm super curious about e-bikes. Never been on one. Last time I rode a regular bike, probably about a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm from San Diego.
Okay, cool. All right, last but not least on the end here.
Hi, my name is Victor Loya. I'm from Lakewood, California. I do ride bike all the time, regular bike, not e-bike. I average about 350 miles a month on riding, trying to stay in shape.
Cool. And you're
73 years old.
73 years old, never been on an e-bike.
Never been on an e-bike.
Okay. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so I've got a couple different choices here. On the far left, I have something called our Every Journey. This has a forward pedaling design, keeps riders lower to the ground. This is our simple step through, has a low step through, makes the mounting and dismounting a little bit easier. This is a 20-inch model version of this, so a little smaller wheel keeps you lower to the ground. And then on the far right here, we have something called the Relax Body, which is longer frame, also forward pedaling, a little bit different. So let's try this. Let's see, let's have everybody try this one. Or actually, everyone just get on an e-bike and let's see if you feel like if it feels comfortable. If not, we can do some moving around to find the right fit and size. I can also make adjustments on the handlebars and the seat to figure out.
Would you rather me this one?
How
or that
tall
one?
are you?
I'm 5'5".
Try this one and try this one on the end here,
This one?
actually, I
Okay.
think. Maybe we need to put the seat down a little bit though.
I think this one's perfect,
Try that.
No.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
I think so.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Can we go a little lower on the seat?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm 5'4".
Also, the angle of the seat.
Oh,
may
there we
not-
go. Yeah, it is the angle. Yeah, there we go.
Is that okay though?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. How do you feel on that one?
Terrific.
Okay. How about you on this one? Good?
I think it's perfect.
Okay. How
Yeah.
tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
5'4". And how tall were you?
About 6 foot.
6 foot. And how tall are you?
6'3".
6'3". How does that feel?
Fine.
You like it?
the bars seem like they're a little bit too close, and
Two bars are too close.
Yeah.
Or too far or too close?
Too close. Then these should be up a little bit so they're easier to grab.
Those I can't adjust.
Right.
Well, no, don't do that.
Yeah. That's what I do with my bike.
Yeah. I don't want to strip out the screw. Do you want me to pull the handlebars away from you?
Well, I can do it like this for now. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, let me just walk you through a few things then. So most of the batteries have a power switch on the back. I'll figure it out if those are turned on. So there's a button here in the middle. That's your power button. You're gonna hold that down, and then let's make sure this is in 0. So actually yours is right here.
Oh, okay.
So hold that down, and yours is right there as well.
All right.
The power button.
Cool.
And then, yep. Okay, so you're in level 0, so leave it there for a second.
Okay.
It's a 0.
You're in 1. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. So all these e-bikes have 5 levels of assist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 gives you the most amount of assistance. 1 gives you the least amount of assistance. You have the option of getting the electric assistance while you pedal, or all of you are going to see on your left thumb, you have a thumb throttle. So it's located right here.
Left thumb. Yeah.
Yes. So that works just like the gas pedal on a car.
Oh.
The harder you push it, the more you go. So you can actually use that without pedaling at any point during your ride. When the bike is in level assist 1, you're going to be able to use the throttle at full power. So the throttle is only dictated by how hard or how soft you engage the throttle. When it's in 1, it means the motor is ready to be used. The assistance level is only linked to the pedal assistance you get in terms of the power levels. Does that make sense? So when you start pedaling, if you're in 1, you only get the least amount. As you move up, you get 2. But if you have that in a minimum of 1, your throttle will be able to go as much or as little as you choose based on how hard or soft you push
So you
it.
could use the throttle as a boost while you're pedaling, and then it goes back down to a less power.
So while you're pedaling, you can use the throttle, or you don't have to pedal at all.
Okay.
Um, If you're pedaling, if you're pedaling, you don't need to use the throttle because you'll be getting the assistance.
Got it.
Ooh.
But sometimes, if you're climbing hills, it helps.
Oh, I fixed
You want me to
it.
adjust the seat?
No, I got it. It
Oh.
was loose,
Okay.
but I fixed it.
Okay. And then everything else is just like riding a bicycle. So a couple things is when you come slowing down on the e-bike and you have the assistance on, you're going to want to probably turn the assistance off, because in very close proximity, if you do a half turn of the pedal, so it's about a half turn, that's when the motor will engage. So after you make a half turn, you will feel the push from the pedals. So as you're coming into a stop or making tight turns or close proximity things, I recommend put it to 0 so you can park and do things like that. So as you're coming into a stop, just put it down to 0, or just don't pedal.
What you mean by 0 is the throttle to 0, right?
Or the pedal assistance level to 0. Oh, let me explain that as well. So if you see here, you have plus and minus buttons on all of your,
Mhm.
yep.
Right.
So that's how you just move that assistance level up and down.
Oh, okay.
So you can move that assistance level up and down at any point during your ride. You can start out, I recommend we start out, we'll start out in 0 and you guys will just ride the bike. But 1 to 2, and then as you get up to speed on a longer trail, you could be in level 5. If you're in level 5, even pedaling at a pretty casual cadence, you're going to start to go about 18, 19, 20 miles an hour.
Really?
Wow.
On a 500 watt e-bike. All these are 500 watts. The max legal speed is 20. So you will feel the motor cut if you start to exceed 20 miles an hour to pull you back. The throttle will also get you to about 20, depending on your body weight and the conditions that you're riding in. So, I'm 230 pounds. I can get to 20 with the throttle. It may take a longer than somebody who's 150 pounds. They're going to get up to 20 miles an hour pretty quick. So something to be aware of. Yeah, so you can, go ahead.
Quick question, the gear shift is basically if you just want to use pedal only and no power at all?
So yeah, so all of these have a 7-speed derailleur on your right hand, and they're all, don't twist them while you're sitting though. The gears of a bike are only meant to be shifted when you're actually riding because the chain needs to move. That's the difference between the assistance of the e-bike and the pedals or the gears, right? So the gears are just like gears on a normal bicycle. You can shift those at any point while you're riding as well. Typically with the pedal assist, if you're in level 5 of the pedal assist, you want the gear to be in the highest gear, which is in this case 7-speed, because it'll get harder to pedal, which will match the cadence of the assistance you're getting. So what I mean by that is if you are in level 5 assistance and only in first gear, you're going to be pedaling really fast, and the motor's going to be pushing you faster than you're pedaling. So there is a way to sort of match the gears to the assistance you're getting. And as you get more comfortable and you ride e-bikes more, you'll start to figure that out, what you like, what gear you like to be in for climbing hills and things of that nature. So
One other question? How long does a charge last?
The charge can last, we advertise up to 50 miles. The range is going to be dependent on a couple factors. So one is going to be the body weight of the rider will have a large impact. Number 2 is obviously the terrain, if you're climbing hills or you're on flat ground. And then number 3, which is one of the biggest ones, is how you're using the assistance of the motor. So if you are constantly in level 5, you're going to drain the battery much quicker. If you are using the throttle and no pedaling, you're going to drain the battery very quick. If you're using the throttle to go up hills, you're going to drain the battery even more quickly. So it's hard to really, we say up to 50 miles. I've personally gone on these e-bikes, just using the throttle, I've gone 20 miles. But that was like very strategic driving and how I utilize, even with the throttle, like downhills, things like that. Pedal assist, again, if you're running in a low 1 to 2 assistance level and you're on some flat ground, you could go over 50 miles, quite honestly, you know? So, yeah.
One quick question, braking.
Yeah.
Does one brake on the right side affect the front or the back, or should I use both brakes all the time when braking?
So it's better to engage the rear brake first. So go ahead and pull that lever. So the right hand is your rear brake, and the left hand is your front brake.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, just in terms of braking on a bicycle in general, it's always better to probably engage the rear brake
Start
first.
the right, yeah.
Or you can engage both at the same time.
Right, but not the front when you're going fast.
Ideally, no. Or if you are going to do the front, just ease into it versus a hard clamp. These are disc brakes, so they can grab pretty quickly, which is great for stopping power. And yeah.
You say that's kind of like a limit. They're only supposed to go 19 miles an hour. What about these e-bikes that go 28 miles an hour? Are they against the law or?
Well, actually, okay, yeah. So in pedal assist, legally, you can actually go up to 28 miles an hour.
Oh, okay.
You won't be able to hit 28 on our e-bikes because of how they're designed.
Right.
And then there are also a lot of e-bikes that are not street legal that people are riding. And, it's just a question of, how are they getting caught? Right? Because there's no speed limits. Like no one's clocking bikes. The way they are cars, and the way they regulate them is based on the motor size as well and the speed. So that's it's kind of a difficult thing. But I have seen kids actually getting e-bikes confiscated in San Clemente recently.
So how long does it take to charge the bike if it's at 0?
If it's at 0, it's going to take about 8 hours.
Yeah, like my electric car.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions before we... So I think step 1 is, can everyone hold the power button and turn it off?
Mine's already off.
Okay. And then I say if everyone can just try riding this particular bike without the assistance, and then let's make any tweaks to the handlebars or anything. And then once you guys are comfortable with the actual setup of the bike, we'll let you go with electric. So you're welcome to go just down here. You can make a lap around and come back.
Okay.
And We'll get your feedback.
All right.
Okay. Why don't you go first, Victor?
You're the bike guy.
All right, let's go.
Well, I got to figure out how to turn it on.
Okay.
Oh,
no,
you
no,
don't?
we're going to do it
No.
without electric
We're going
first.
to do it without electric to begin with.
just
So
go.
We're
turn it
going to start
off.
out without electric.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
turn it off. I think you're still on there.
Okay. 2 seats
I
too
have to
low.
turn this off?
Yeah.
Just turn it off for the time being, just to be, you know, cautious.
Woo!
Yeah, there you go. And just
There
get
we
used to that particular bike.
Okay.
And then when you come back, we'll turn the electric on.
Okay. I'm right behind you.
Okay. Oh. The seat looks a little low, maybe. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I put it up a little bit, but maybe not high enough.
Okay. Yep.
It probably needs to go. Oh, you know what it did? It just,
Did it go down?
I think it went down
Okay, let me tighten this.
because I did put it up a bit.
Okay, try that.
Let's do that. Yeah. Otherwise, I feel like I'm riding a little.
I can also bring these handlebars up, or is that a good spot for you?
No, I think those are good.
Okay, okay.
Those are good.
A full-time job.
Ah! Woohoo!
Okay.
Okay,
Any-
my seat needs to come way up.
Up?
Or not way up, but yeah, it's way too low. I couldn't even get
Okay.
my feet on.
Okay. I can adjust these too. Let me see here. I don't even-
They're kind of like hard to see. I've adjusted
Yes.
mine too. There's like a little teeny hole. Well, you know what you're doing.
It's- I'll have to get a different tool for that one. Okay.
These are hard, really hard for me to maneuver. I'm not used to handlebars being so
Oh,
spread
okay.
out.
Yeah.
Looks good, oh yeah.
Do you want to try the one that she rode?
Or the blue one next to Peter? Would that one
I
be?
think your seat.
Is that the same?
Handlebars are the same, but you want to try it?
No, as long as the handlebars just. The bike was fine. The seat was a little low.
Okay.
You probably had it right
Try
the first
that.
time. Oh yeah, that's much better. Yeah.
Can I try a different one?
Sure.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
Ah! Aha!
Oh, this is interesting. There we go. All right, now I can get into that. Okay. Wrong size. All right, you want it like up like that?
A little bit lower? Or no, a little higher? Right there.
Okay. Oops. one will be much easier. Oh, no, it won't. I gotta adjust the shifter.
I think this one's better for me.
Get a little closer for you.
Better, Phyllis?
Yeah, the seat was so low I couldn't get my feet on the pedals.
It's a heavier bike than I'm used to.
The weight is okay. It's just I'm used to very narrow handlebars. And so the wider spread handlebars just takes some
right about there.
getting
That's
used
it.
in turning.
Okay. Maybe it's the battery.
It's got to be embedded in the derailleur somewhere.
It's in the
probably
back
up.
rack.
Oh, back here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what feels
All right,
a little
there you
heavier.
go.
All right, sir.
All good?
Batteries are heavy.
You said there's a flip switch we got to put on, or am I ready for electric?
Yours
now?
was good, yeah. Any other adjustments, though?
I could make that seat come up a little bit.
Did you want to try hers and just that one and just see what you think? Because it's a different handlebar, a little lower
It
to the
looks
ground.
low to me, but I can try it.
Yeah.
I'm great with this one.
Okay, you're all good?
Yeah.
No adjustments needed?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yep.
Wee-hee.
Oh, the handlebars are a lot easier.
What
I
do you
like this one.
that one better?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I think that one was a little small for me.
Okay.
Small.
All right. Well, when she comes back, we'll be ready for power.
All right. Power. Okay.
Yeah, actually, the handlebars are so much easier for me on this one.
All right.
There it goes.
Do you want to stick with that one?
I think so.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's easier for me to maneuver.
Yeah.
Papa Willie.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
All right. Is this one? Let me just move. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's power on now.
All right. Okay, this is different. Right here.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
And you can go ahead and push it into level 1.
Yep.
All right. And have at it. When
All
you, yep. When you start pedaling, you're going to feel it kick in. It'll be a little bit of a thrust. It's not going to be anything crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you guys can take a lap. If you
Okay.
get comfortable, you can increase it, decrease it, and at any point, you can also just try to use the throttle.
Okay.
And just when you do the throttle, ease into it. Don't do a full. I have a lot of people that get on, they just want to like jam their thumb down on it.
Is this the throttle again? This
Yes.
thing?
Yes.
And what
On the left.
exactly does that do?
It's like a gas pedal on a car. So as you push it with your thumb,
Yeah.
the bike will go without pedaling at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But in order for the bike to start, you need to pedal to get it going.
No, you can use the throttle to go as well.
Oh, yes, you do.
So that's an option also, is like to help you get moving. If you want
Yeah.
to just ease into the throttle and then go, you can do that as well.
Interesting.
Just an observation. I love this screen much better than the one that Oya has.
Yeah.
I
Gotcha.
can more easily see the miles per hour, what level I'm at. It's much easier to read.
Cool. Good
Oh,
to
it
know.
could
like that.
probably be moved. I bet you it doesn't have to be where.
Well, the display it provides
Yeah.
different information.
It's
in a different
portrait
format.
mode on those ones, and ours are
Yeah.
landscape.
I
Oh,
love
I
this
see.
format.
That's right.
All right.
Can we go now?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, wow.
Whoa! Woo!
Have fun.
Now I
Woohoo!
You can go around the building if you want.
Okay, this is fun. I like it.
I love it. It's super easy. Really fun. I haven't pedaled a lick yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you use the throttle?
Yeah, I'm using the throttle the whole way. Woo!
That's pretty nifty.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Did you try the throttle too?
Yes, a lot. That is really cool. I like the way the throttle stops when you release it.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think, Victor?
Well, I'm thinking, you know, I'm riding it right, and I want to speed up, and I give it juice, it doesn't work. But when I pedal it, it starts speeding up.
Let me see. Should work. Oh, interesting. Okay, let me. That's interesting.
Because when I start pedaling, then it kicks in.
Right, right. So something's actually wrong here. Let me sit down for a second.
All right.
Can I put it on power level 2?
Sure, whatever you guys want.
What happens when I do that?
You're gonna go faster.
Whoa! Woohoo!
Okay, I'm gonna give that a try now. Oh, it is a little faster.
All right. Okay, well, why is that happening? Interesting. All right, you want to try this other one?
Absolutely.
All right. All right, we're gonna switch Victor's bikes here. Got a little throttle situation.
Just be careful going in the back. The forklift's coming in now.
I don't think you're gonna like this seat. It's a little bit of a harsh angle. Let me adjust that.
Beep beep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I noticed that. Way too much.
Ah, beautiful day today.
Okay, let's see. See how that goes. I think that should be pretty good.
Go as high as you can. That's good.
Yeah, I gotta tighten
I
this
see what
bolt
you're
first.
saying.
Okay.
I got up to 5 miles an hour. I can't even imagine going
Oh, really?
20 miles an hour. Well, this tells you your speed.
I didn't even pay attention. Okay, I'm
I
gonna
don't know
pay
that that one
attention.
does. I think the displays are different.
Let's see. Whoa! Woo!
I can't even imagine going 20 miles
She
an
likes
hour.
going fast.
Okay, so yeah, you should be good to go.
Is that the key to turn on?
No, that's just. There you go. It's all turned on.
Okay. Oh,
What's-
but this one didn't have all that other gauge on there. Not that I need it.
What's cool, Dusty, is if you had to get out of the way
Oh, you know
real
what?
fast.
I'm going to have a nut problem with that.
It's too much of an angle.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Sorry.
Let's see.
So mine says 14 miles an hour.
You got up to 14?
Yeah, but I'm on power level 2.
Oh, so I was at 3. I dropped
Oh.
it. 2 is where I was comfortable with.
Oh.
The videographer asked us about while we're sitting down, like resting, to keep the bikes close to each other.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's why I'm
So
hovering.
so she can get us in one frame.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, this is really cool. This is the first time I've ridden one. My grand.
Yeah, it's super
Yeah,
easy.
it's really fun. The other handlebars were so hard for me to maneuver because I'm not used to the wide stance, but this is awesome.
Well, I like the look of it too. It's a beach cruiser.
I like the beach cruiser look, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't think I'd like the smaller bike.
All right.
But I actually do.
Like right
Yeah, you
now,
look more
it's
comfortable.
right there. when I
Yeah,
put
the
it
other
on.
one was.
Yeah.
Where the
Well,
other one
I'm
was,
shrinking
you had to
beyond what
pedal
I'm
before it
accepting,
started.
so maybe I'm not
Yeah,
even
that one didn't work.
5'5" anymore.
I may not be
I don't
6
know.
foot. Who knows?
Okay. Thank you.
I used to be 5'6", I can guarantee that, but that's a long time ago. No, this is really awesome.
Yeah, it's terrific. Absolutely terrific.
Some friends of mine actually have e-bikes, and they invited me to go bike riding.
So what are your initial thoughts?
I want one.
Yeah, I love it.
Sure, I could use one.
I wasn't so thrilled with the other one because of the handlebars. I didn't feel I had any control of it. And I didn't think I'd like this one because it's so short, but I actually do. This one was very comfortable and very easy to maneuver. Like I think I was telling somebody, if you had to get out of the way real quick, the throttle responds immediately, which is really good. And I got what you got on the kick-in, which was I expected it, but unexpected the first time it kicked in. And then, oh yeah, Dusty said there'd be a kick-in, and then it was fine. Yeah, this
I mean,
is
if you
awesome.
can ride a bike, you can do anything with
Oh,
this.
absolutely.
It's super easy, super convenient.
It's not like
and,
you don't have to change gears like a
And it's green
motorcycle.
too, like biking. It's it's green.
That's right, yeah.
Not a motorcycle.
Did you get the throttle going there?
Yeah, I'm getting spoiled already with this electric stuff.
Yeah, especially coming up that big hill, right?
Especially.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
Very
And
cool.
any other feedback then? So you got
Well, we
up to
were saying
14
that-
miles an hour?
That's what it said.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably about right.
And that's on power level 2.
Power level, yeah,
And that's
exactly.
fast.
So why would
back
you
here.
go? I mean, if you can get that with this speed, why would you have a power level 3, 4, or
Incline.
whatever? Is that
many
for
are there?
hills or?
5.
It's going to be definitely beneficial on a hill,
Okay.
which if everyone's comfortable, we can put our helmets on. We could all go out and take a little ride. We can test it on a hill as well. You can see.
Sure.
And then, when you get on a big, long, open path, it's nice to be in level 5 if you really want to cruise.
Yeah.
I will say, though, we've done a lot of rides with, over 60 riders. A lot prefer the range of 2 to 3
Yeah.
because, a lot of people in that age range still want to get exercise and use it for the purpose of it being a bicycle. And so, the level 1, 2, or 3, it's good because it just helps you, but you're still pedaling and you're still getting exercise, but it's as you need it, Whereas the younger generation, I think, errs on the opposite side where they're just more electric. And now, that generation's growing up with e-bikes. And so they're not really going to be using bikes the way we did, when we were kids. Like,
Yeah.
when we
Okay,
We have
here's the dumbest, probably the biggest question that I would ever have about these. How much are they?
So all these right here are in the range of 1,000 to 1,500, basically.
Oh, that's not
Like
bad.
a really good
Yeah.
bike.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, e-bikes can range anywhere from, 700 to 10,000,
Yeah.
depending on what you're using them for.
like a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
we
for
have-
a good recreational e-bike, $1,000 to $2,000 is a
Yeah.
good price point.
We have a small hill coming off the beach going up into Junipero, and it's not even the hill up Signal Hill. And I thought I was able to hit the light, so I was going full speed on my 10-speed, and I was cranking. I think I got made a third of the way up, and I was telling my friend, no, I'm walking it. I can't do this. But this would have just pushed me right up.
That's the
Yeah.
tough stuff. How
Yeah.
long does the battery last?
So that was what I was saying before, the
Yeah.
range. It really depends on how you use it.
Oh no, I mean,
Like for ownership?
yeah.
It's going to be based on cycle charges. So how many times you charge it and drain it,
Okay.
which is about 500 times.
Do you
Okay.
need
But you're
fully
never going to
drained before-
always drain it all the way.
Okay,
You can
need-
swap out the battery.
Yeah.
You could always swap the battery out. I mean, once the battery
Yeah.
dies. There is going to be a lifetime to the battery.
You don't need to fully drain it before you put it back on the charger.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to, actually.
Okay.
With lithium-ion batteries, whether it's on the e-bike or other products, you actually don't want it to go to 0.
Okay.
Sometimes they won't come back to life.
Oh, really?
Ah.
So it's better if it gets down. Now, if you do let it go to 0, that's totally fine. But ideally, it's not
Yeah.
fully drained. basically.
This is not a question you're going to want on your commercial.
And it will last.
What about when they
years?
explode? There's been all this story about e-bikes that go up because the lithium-ion battery is.
So we
very
UL
flammable.
test our batteries, which is the standard right now to make sure they're safe. I think that's few and far between. But I think the other thing with the batteries is just proper care and proper usage. So, if you have a garage that's getting extreme cold or extreme heat, don't leave your battery in there. If you can avoid it, don't leave your battery on the charger for extended periods of time.
I imagine you don't want to leave the bike outside either, as a place to stay. I mean, while you're riding, but if as a storage location, you don't want it to be in the elements.
I think that would be true of any bike, really, if you can avoid it.
Okay.
The rust element.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I mean, and then obviously there's electrical components. So if you've got rain and whatnot going on, if you cover it though, it'd be okay. I mean, if you can bring the battery indoors, that's better.
Okay.
Also, if there is concern around fires, something a lot of people are buying now on Amazon, there's like fireproof storage bags for e-bike batteries.
Really?
Yes, and you can charge them in there as well.
Well, problem solved, yeah.
So that's an option people are opting for when you're charging. You could buy one of those, put it in there, charge it there. So, to give you that peace of mind kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
how easy is it to get the battery out? Is that the preferred method? Take the battery out and charge it rather than bringing the whole bike inside somewhere?
preferred method is really up to you. I mean,
Oh, okay.
that's how easy it is to take it off.
Oh, super easy.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Is there a way to lock it down? Let's say you're parked at a mall and you're going to be gone for a few hours. Can you lock the battery down?
yeah, well, that's the key right here.
Oh, there's a key for that. Okay, I didn't
Yeah,
see the key.
but leaving the battery on the bike, if you're going to leave it unattended for a long period of time, is also probably not a great option, because then if they steal it, they get away with it with the battery.
And they
Yeah.
can go anywhere.
So actually taking the battery with you, if you're going somewhere for several hours, is probably a good choice.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and then having a good lock is great. Unfortunately, I've heard stories of every single lock
Yeah.
being picked. So it just depends on what thief encounters your e-bike on any given day.
And
you
how
know?
long it's left alone.
How much
Yeah.
time they have? Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, and it's not super heavy.
8 pounds.
You
Yeah.
can put it in your backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do like a little weight.
The battery size and weight also depends on the e-bike. So bigger batteries are going to be heavier, harder to transport. There are smaller batteries that are lighter to transport. Now, obviously, less range. So there are very compact e-bikes that have smaller batteries. So it's also about finding what's important to you. Are you going to just be using it at home and you don't care about the weight of the battery? Then you can opt for something bigger. This one's a little easier to transport, so if you want to put it in a car, take it with you, that's also an option, so yeah.
A standard bike rack would probably, on a car bike rack.
Yeah, except you'd have to check the weight. There are racks now that are being more catered to e-bikes, and you'd have to check the weight of the rack. Obviously, these are going to weigh more even without the battery,
Right.
because your motor is in the rear hub, which it's hard to even tell.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a larger hub, so you're adding obviously extra weight, about 20-ish pounds between the battery and the hub,
that's significant, yeah.
If you end up, and I know it's not often this happens with a flat tire, is it easy to blow it back up or replace it, patch and replace, or?
So yeah, a couple recommendations on the tires is there's some products out there called Flat Out or Slime. You put those in your tubes before you ride, and they will basically prevent you from getting a flat. That's a really great idea. If you get a flat on a ride, yeah, that's going to be a challenge. I mean, that's going to be a challenge for a recreational rider, I think, in general, whether it's an e-bike or not. But yes, the rear tire is going to be difficult for you to change
Yeah.
on your own. I've had it happen myself.
Slime, huh?
So yeah, I mean, my recommendation is preparation for that, is to put the slime in or the Flat Out in, and you'll be good to go. in
I'm
that
assuming
case.
that just pushes all the air out, or do you have to flatten the tire and,
You put it in while there's air in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just fills the tube.
Right, like that stuff they spray
Like
on
a
walls
cushion.
Yeah,
that blows up.
Yeah.
yeah.
So who fixes these if ever it needs any kind of repair?
So any bike shop can service all of the bicycle elements. The brakes are standard disc brakes. The gears are normal. And then anything electrical we can supply the parts. Nobody's going in there and like, you know, fusing wires together or doing anything like that. We would just carry the necessary components. There's basically 3 major components to an e-bike. The motor, the battery, there's something called a controller, which is inside the battery housing, and then the display, which is the 4th. And then all those are more or less plug and play. So if you ever had an issue, you know, there's also a lot of mobile mechanics now in most of the country, and those guys will work on anything, you know. So
silly question, you may not want to use this. Can you sync any of your phone to this so you can listen to music or get your calls through this?
no,
Okay.
no.
In the
not-
future, maybe in the design stage?
Your earbuds could do that.
Maybe, but
Yeah,
yeah, you
but
could put your own wireless.
Earbuds, and you're not paying attention to traffic, and I hate earbuds when bicyclists. It's just, to me, it's too dangerous.
But you could do a wireless speaker too.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard those. When people ride by with their
Oh yeah.
music blaring. Yeah.
Boombox.
Okay.
There you go.
What'd you say?
Boombox.
Yeah, I have a speaker on my e-bike, and we have cell phone mounts that we carry, or that, you know, you can
Yeah.
mount here and put your cell phone on. So all right, well, I'm gonna get mounted up on a bike, and then we'll just take a little ride so you guys can test them out on a hill too.
All right.
So-
Yay.
This is designed to be at an angle, correct? That's not incorrect?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this is actually foldable too.
Oh,
So like
so
these.
it really is transfer.
Yeah, this can
transportable.
fold down, and then it makes it easy.
Oh,
And
that's
this
cool.
actually comes up and down as well,
Oh, that is cool.
so you can find
It
out.
was great the way
That's
it
nice
was.
adjustments.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we've all got mounted on our e-bikes. We're gonna go for a little ride, go up a hill so they can all feel what it feels like to have the assist up the hill. So let's do this, come along. All right. Okay. Everyone come up here so you can watch out for this guy. Is this our neighbor? Lisa, watch out behind you. All right, so I would recommend put it into at least, I'd say you're gonna wanna be in 5. Well, or be ready to go from say 2 to 5 as you enter the hill. You guys probably 3 to 4. Yeah, you can get a feel for it. And then don't hesitate to go up. So, yeah, and we're gonna go across into the bike lane. We'll just go ahead and wait till it's, yep. Yeah, we'll just, I'm just gonna wait. Let's just wait a second because we got, all right, we're gonna go right after this guy. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Yeah, all right, let's do this. Yeah, if you wanna make it as easy as possible, shift into 5 right now. And then Victor, just make a right-hand turn right here at this street and we'll just... And we'll just stop right here. All right, what'd you think? What level did you go up in? Did you go in 5? Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty decent little hill, right? I mean,
Yeah, it is.
I do a lot of videos on there and I don't think you can really tell, but I mean, without the assistance.
Oh, no.
Now you came up that hill, Victor? Okay, so you came up all the way from the bottom. Much easier with the assistance?
Well, listen to us. We're not even winded. I mean, it was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes a huge difference, right?
It really does.
I think that's the benefit too, is like rides that maybe you couldn't do anymore as you get older. Now you can, you know, make your, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Number 5 and pedaling, it was super easy. But number 5 alone up that grade wouldn't really cut it. All the way for my way.
For the throttle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
245.
Yeah.
You had a pedal to get the acceleration engaged, unless you use the throttle.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, as you get heavier, doing the throttle only up bigger hills can be more challenging.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You could probably do it, but you'd be going like 3 miles an hour.
Okay.
Or,
It really helped the pedal.
yeah. All right, we'll go back down. You guys can test the brakes on the way down. Wait for a clear shot here. All right. We'll just wait a second. Make sure. Oh, there comes Lisa.
I'm gonna beat you. That tire pressure made all the difference too.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's good.
Good. Yeah, I like to have my tires really full too.
Yeah. It's kind of sluggish feeling otherwise.
All right. So, just so everyone knows, you've never met me before, never talked to me before, right?
No?
Never ridden an e-bike before?
No, never.
So after today, who would actually is interested in possibly getting an e-bike?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And what, I'm just curious, we'll go down the line. What is it about it that you loved so much?
I just love the fact that I could ride all the way through Long Beach without worrying about the hills.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Victor, how about for you?
Well, I'm kind of like an exercise guy, so I'm stuck with my regular pedal bike. E-bike,
But you did take the train down here. What if you could have made that ride with using the electric assist?
That would have been a lot easier, especially coming up that hill.
There you go.
But I mean, you could have even bypassed the train and the bus potentially, you know?
That's true.
You know?
That's true. That would help me out.
I think that's the cool thing is you can use it as you want. You also can take the battery off, which reduces the weight, and you can ride it like a normal bike,
Oh, that's a good idea.
you know? Yeah.
If I can add one more thing. So
Yeah.
I've always wanted a scooter, and living in Long Beach and being in a parking impacted area, it's really challenging to go anywhere on the weekends, especially the summer. This would be awesome. I wouldn't, and my wife doesn't want me to get a scooter because the danger value and insurance and all that. I mean, this is very.
Yeah, for your area in particular where you don't move your car on weekends.
No.
Yeah.
I could see a lot of uses for that. I mean, one is, you know, instead of taking the car to go, you know, buy bread or something, take the bike.
Yeah.
And I used to actually do longer bike rides, but as I'm getting older, sometimes I'd end up, you know, 4 or 5 miles from home, and I'm super tired. And it would be nice if you can then engage this thing and then it'll just take you home, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm right there with you about that.
Yeah.
I am getting older, and I can feel it sometimes. And this thing really didn't show my age at all. It really made it easier.
I had this like a long time ago because there was a job that I had that was about 10 miles away. And I didn't take my bike then because there were hills, you see, and that was going to be a pain in the neck. So if I had this, I would have taken this.
Yeah, it's great.
Right?
Cool. Well, I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. We answered the question, can they all learn how to ride an e-bike? And the answer is yes. And they all loved it. So if you have any other questions at all, please put them below in the comments section, or you can always reach out to us, the team at sixthreezero.com, or call us 310-982-2877. Don't forget, all these e-bikes linked in the description below if you want to check them out. We also offer a 30-day test ride your e-bike policy. If you don't love it in the first 30 days, send it back, no questions asked, no money out of your pocket. We also warranty everything for the first year. Anything goes wrong in the first year, we take care of it, parts and labor. Lastly, be a part of our community. We have our Facebook group, which has thousands of members in there. It's called 630 Pedalers. Join the group, talk to existing riders before you purchase so you're comfortable you made the right choice. Then when you have yours, post in the group, make friends, and then download our app to track your rides and compete on the leaderboard. It's a lot of fun. So thanks for sticking around, and don't forget, it's your journey, your experience. Enjoy the ride.